right, folks, here we are. We are going to be making our fish hydrolysate, and it's basically four ingredients: fish, molasses, water, and lactic acid bacteria. For each batch, I'll be doing a double batch, and with the double batch, I'll be needing 2 blenders full of fish, 2 blenders full of molasses, and then 4 blenders of just plain water. I've got my 32 ounces of molasses here. This is going to be, it calls for 2 cups of lactic acid bacteria, which I made recently. And then I've got my bucket here. My bucket has a little vapor release on it so that the pressure could come out into a bottle here. And so I'll just be filling this bucket full, and then it needs to be placed in a room or an area that's between 70 and 80 degrees, preferably 75 to 80 degrees, to kind of get the microbial action going, getting organic stuff broken down and made available. So I'll just set my bucket here, and this is what, actually I'm gonna set this here. This is what I'm gonna be working into, this bucket here. And so I've already cut up all my fish. I found these parrotfish at the Asian grocery market, and they're whole fish and they're from the ocean. Both of those things are desired. You want the guts inside your fish. It's not mandatory, but it's better because there's enzymes in there, and there's also higher mineral content, iron and such. So the guts in the fish is a much better option. I remove the heads just because blending the heads is a bit of a chore. So to get started, I'm just going to fill this blender 2/3 full of fish, add the rest with water, let her rip, and into the bucket. And the water I'm using is rainwater, or you want to use some kind of spring water or any water that doesn't have a bunch of chemicals in it, like that would come out of your tap that are going to kind of be detrimental to your microbes. You want to provide them the best possible scenario. So we'll go ahead and we'll load this thing full of fish here. It says about 2/3 full. Grabbing a lot of these parts with guts in it. There we go. A little more. And then we're going to add water to this somehow. Hold on, folks. All right, we're back, and we're just going to add our water now. And this is rainwater, like I said, that I collected in my rain barrel. So pour that in there. I'm not going to fill it all the way to the top with water yet. Just want to see how this goes. All right, now this does not have to be, top it off a little bit here, this does not have to be fully liquefied. There can be little chunks in there because the microbes are going to break all that down. So we're adding 1 pitcher of fish. Now we'll prep our second pitcher of fish, all the good old guts. Delicious, kids. Smells like going to the aquarium. All right, that one's nice and full. Well, 2/3 full. We'll add our rainwater. Have us a nice little parrotfish smoothie. Delicious. All right, let it rip. Ooh, she's a thick one. Top it off a little bit here. All right, our second. Just like Mama makes. Yeesh. All right, so now we're gonna do our molasses. And so if I was measuring this out for one batch, I'd be doing 2 cups per thing. Oh gosh. 2 cups per batch. I'm doing a double batch, so it's gonna be a total of 4 cups, which is my 32 ounces. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna, and I know this whole thing's going in, so I'm just gonna eyeball each little portion here. And then of course I want to add my rainwater again. So this sugar and this molasses is going to be a food source for these microbes to start getting down. But also molasses carries a lot of mineral content in itself. It's not empty. There's iron, magnesium, all kinds of stuff in this unsulfured molasses. And that's kind of a important point, is you want unsulfured molasses. One of those. Now we'll put the rest of the molasses in there. Just kind of pour out. It's kind of slow as molasses, bro. All right, our last little bit of molasses is going in. And now we need 4 of these of just plain rainwater. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, we got our rainwater in. And so now we're just gonna add our labs, our lactic acid bacteria here that we created a few days ago. It's fresh and rich and beautiful. One, 2, and a pinch to grow on. All right, folks, so we'll set this in our lid now. Kind of give this a stir. Ooh, yummy. Nice. And so now this is going to sit in this warm area for about, it says 2 to 4 weeks, but I go 6 weeks on my ferment. And then what happens is I strain it. And I use a 25 micron bubble bag for making bubble hash in a 5-gallon bucket. And I'll use that 25 micron screen to strain this so that when it's done, you basically get this very beautiful, very pure fish hydrolysate, very active, bioavailable, and it doesn't smell fishy at all. It smells kind of almost like a vinaigrette, almost. It's got a little yumminess to it. I mean, I swear you'd want to put it on your rice or drink it. It smells delicious. But anyways, that is the fish hydrolysate process. I'll let this go for a while, and then boom, I'll be adding it to lactic acid bacteria and Epsom salt for a foliar feed. And then I will also be doing root drenches with this, accompanied with some other amendments. All right, folks, on to the next. Take care of each other. It'll pay off. Growers love.